I want to be a superhero. Can I be Superman? Oh, I'm a girl, right? Then I wanna be Turner!
Once upon a time, there lived a little girl who wanted to be a hero. Everything she heard seemed to be a world that harmed people. Pandemic, war threats, pollution, crimes, injustice. For her, the world was trapped in a cage of darkness, guarded by horrendous thunders and bolts of lightning. However, her dream, no matter how noble it was, would only remain a dream because she was born blind. The beauty of the hero's deeds was brought to life through her grandmother's bedtime stories. Her imagination was confined to things she could only feel, touch, hear, or smell. Her vision was limited to the sparks of light that illuminated her ebony sight. Growing up, all Anna heard was bad news. Her grandmother's constant interest in watching news all summed up to one factor: her mother being a news anchor. At the age of 13, she realized that the world is dirty, cruel, evil even, to events such as rebellion, gun shootouts, drug addiction, death, climate change, kidnappings, and poverty. She could feel the negativity radiating out of the television through her mother's mouth. Because of the pessimism swirling around her, Anna felt like the world needs saving. But she realized that even superheroes could not save it anymore. Gone were the thoughts of becoming one, because she knew they never existed in the first place. Anna didn't like going outside and preferred to stay in her room, as if it was the only safe place in the world. She perceived that outside as dangerous, since almost all accidents and dangers happen outside. When she turned 13, Anna's eye operation was scheduled. It took 13 years of saving to finally come up with the money needed for the hospital and doctor's fee. However, she was no longer the eager little girl who wanted to see the world. She was even nervous to meet the world she feared, already comfortable and safe with her four-walled bedroom. Due to the lack of breeze from the outside, the smell of sinigang filled the air. Anna took a sniff and immediately knew that it's dinner time. "Are you excited for tomorrow, anak?" asked her mother. "No, not really," replied Anna as her mother helped her take a sip from a small bowl. "Why? You can finally go out and see the world," her mother said with curiosity. "As much as I want to see the world, I already heard enough," she replied calmly, before Anna's grandmother held her eye cane to her granddaughter. With a mumble of thanks, she walked her way back to her room without bumping anything whatsoever. Her eyes may have failed her, but her senses and eye cane didn't. But tomorrow, it seemed she had to discard her trusted eye cane. Tomorrow's her eye operation after all. And according to her doctors, she could finally open her eyes. It happened so fast that she couldn't remember her surgery and recovery period. What she could vividly remember was the first time she opened her eyes. "Anna, open your eyes now," her doctor softly said. "It is going to be blurry at first, but just wait a little. Gradually, it will be crystal clear." Reluctantly, she opened her eyes. Everything she saw was blinding light. "Is this what day looks like?" she thought. She blinked numerous times, trying to gaze what's beyond the light. There seemed to be gray, shadowy figures in front of her. Turning her head, blinking more times again. Shadowy figures transformed into 3 beautiful human beings, from dusty figures slowly clearing up after every blink. "Mama, is that you?" Her mother touched her face with tears on her eyes, turning her gaze to the left. "Papa?" And tears of joy finally dropped from Anna's eyes as her parents embraced her, praising God for the wonderful chance of letting their daughter see them at last. From then on, everything felt surreal. She finally saw blue, white, red, pink, and mint green, all her favorite. Then there was rainbow and beaches, mountains, clouds with birds flying in the sky. Wow, the flowers, the trees, the bugs and the icky insects. Everything was beautiful in her eyes. Then she also came to see the visions of war, disease, hunger, death. Yes, the world was scary still, but along with pain and sadness in people's eyes, there was smile and laughter and love. There were the helping hands of people, assisting those in need. There was failure, but success was more visible in her eyes. In the young heart of a 13-year-old Anna, she realized superheroes do exist. A superhero like her mother, an honest public servant like her father, her unemployed Lola, who constantly gave snacks to the poor children, who lived at the back of their house, and who, by the way, became her trusted friends. Superheroes are soldiers, policemen, doctors, nurses, teachers, preachers of faith, rich, ordinary, poor people who help those in need. The world she lived in still had deafening thunders, bolts of lightning, and total darkness. But more than that, there was sunrise after dusk and dawn. And in between that horizon is a thin line of hope that God does exist and His eyes see all. Then Anna looked at the heaven, closed her eyes, and whispered, "God, I promise you, one day I'll be a superhero."
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together.